Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We got the market close stream, and yes, we're starting 3 minutes early. Call a lawyer, mother effer. So, it looks like the total collapse of the stock market has continued to accelerate, and I'm a little terrified. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into what's going on with all our various popular cryptos, stocks, and indices, and we'll check out the news. And to summarize the news, it's still all about Greenland. If you want a special request or you just want to donate because I'm handsome and amazing, this is the link to my Venmo. Thank you very much. All right, let's dive right into Webull. Webull is truly a wonderful app. All right, so we're going to check out the major ETFs, the major indices in the stock market. And let's change it to the day, okay? So we got QQQ, large cap tech, is, as of right now, down 2.17%. So it's definitely sold off a little bit since this morning. VU, my stinky poo, is down 2%. VTI, that's total U.S. market, down 2%. VT, the Chad, Big Daddy Chad, is only down 1.75%. What does that tell you? International isn't selling off as much. We got the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 1.69%. China's down 1.47%. Total international, 1.23%. And IWM, this is small caps, actually down only 1.13%. You would think they would be more volatile, right? But I guess not. So we got a roughly 2% down day today. I know that's a total and complete apocalypse. So, of course, when the market's down, we know that crypto and smaller companies are generally selling off more. So let's see what's going on with crypto. Bitmine Immersion Technologies. This is old Tom P's little Ethereum treasury company, down 7.69%. This dude is getting absolutely freaking creamed by a lot of his loyal fans. Tom Lee, you know, if you look on every YouTuber's thumbnail, what do you see? Tom Lee. Tom Lee's the new Cathie Wood. Apparently, he's popular because he's like always super bullish. Always bullish. Okay. So when he actually decided to launch this ETF, Bitmine Immersion, or I believe it could have been a company that started acquiring Ethereum. I forgot exactly the details, but Bitmine Immersion is a Ethereum treasury company. Their job is to raise capital and buy Ethereum. That's what they do. Wow. Mind blowing there. But when Tom Lee, started this whole Bitmine Immersion thing, everybody was so excited about it. Oh, Bitmine Immersion, Tom Lee. Tom Lee's a genius. Cathie Wood. Oh, my God. And this thing has done nothing but freaking sell off. Nothing but get absolutely annihilated. In one day, it's down almost 8%. If we zoom out on the chart, it just doesn't look pretty, okay? It just does not look pretty. So they had this, I guess when they first launched it, they had this huge rally. I'm not sure why. Like it just went up in a vertical line. And then ever since then, it's just basically sold off down and down and down and down. So when he first launched it, all the YouTubers were all for it. And then I started seeing them posting about how it was going down. They were whining. And now I don't see them really talking about it anymore because as YouTubers do, if you buy something that goes down, you just don't talk about it anymore. So Bitmine's getting absolutely annihilated, down 8% on the day, trading at $28.66 a share. MicroStrategy, complete and total Ponzi scheme, degeneracy of the highest order, is down 6.4%. In my professional opinion, where do I think it's going to bottom? 0. Yeah, it's a clown co. Ugh. Well, it's got some floor because at least they have cash on the balance sheet. At least they have cash, okay? So I guess the company has some value. At least they have something of substance on the balance sheet, and they do have an underlying business that doesn't really make money. But hey, I guess I can't say it's going to go to zero, but I don't know, maybe $2. Ethereum is down 5.46%. I mean, Ethereum just, I don't know. You got all sorts of shills. I mean, Ethereum's very choppy. Bitcoin's chart looks a lot prettier. Bitcoin went up way more because Bitcoin won the marketing war. That's all crypto is. It's marketing. It's nothing else but marketing. So Ethereum's down 5.5%. Solana, I don't know anything about this. I think this is, I don't know much about Solana. It's down 4%. Cardano, I remember cloud shilling this back during the cloud market. Cardano. And then it just utterly imploded, and it never really recovered. I wish Bitcoin's chart had looked like this, but unfortunately, it never did. So Cardano, just a complete and total turd, and it's continuing to sell off. XRP, this is Stockmos. Okay, down 3%. Dogecoin, I don't know why we're still talking about Dogecoin. This is just another stupid meme. Basically, Elon Musk kept it alive on top of that other clown, the Dogecoin millionaire. But he's gone off and graduated into just taking money to shill random crypto projects and rug pulls. That's his career now, I guess. What a winner. But hey, he's got more subs than me. And of course, Bitcoin trading at 89,580. I mean, it hasn't collapsed yet. I'll give Bitcoin that. It hasn't collapsed, but it's kind of concerning to me. You have all this buying power coming in from all these treasury companies and these clowns, and it's still not recovered. It's still not rallying. What if we didn't have that artificial clownish buying power coming from all these treasury companies? Would Bitcoin be trading anywhere near 89,537? I don't know. Maybe we should check our numerology. We should do numerology and figure out when to buy Bitcoin, huh? And then, of course, Trump coin, total freaking meme. All right, let's look at large cap tech. Netflix is still holding the line. Netflix is still up. It is the only large cap tech stock up, and it's literally 0.06% up. Wow. Absolutely mind-blowing performance from Netflix. But hey, it's better than the others, at least on the day. So Tesla is obviously the biggest loser. It's down 4.3% as of right now. But honestly, it doesn't matter, okay? The more this company's fundamentals collapse, the higher the stock price goes. It just doesn't matter. Optimus, robo-taxis, whatever Elon says and promises next year, bro, Tesla just keeps going higher. I don't know when this stock will ever just go away. I don't think it ever will. I mean, the company's prospects are so bad now. It's all fugazi and hopes and mirrors. And of course, the stock is near all-time highs. Apple selling off, down 4%, trading at $248 a share. Oh, NVIDIA just popped up as the second biggest loser out of the large tech today, down 4.11%, trading at $178 a share. But obviously not a catastrophic collapse. It's basically trading sideways, at least over the last couple of months. Schlamazon down 3.6%. Meta, Magetta down 2.6%. I mean, most of the large tech, they had a huge rally starting in 2022. And then over the last couple of months, they've mostly been chopping sideways. Google was impressive, man. I remember hearing all the, Google's going to zero, bro. ChatGPT is going to destroy Google. I don't even use ChatGPT. I use Grok and I use Google AI. What do I need ChatGPT for? Okay. So Google was able to definitely recover from lost ground. I mean, they had a couple dramatic events with when they first rolled out their AI projects, like having the founding fathers not be the same group or ethnic group as the real founding fathers. They basically had DEI on roids with their AI software, and people were mocking them for it. But they actually have been able to recover, and they're going strong. And don't they have a video generating software? I don't pay for it. I don't really use it. What is it called? Like Vios or something? It's pretty cool. Okay. So Googly Moogly's only down 2.46%, and Microsoft basically flat on the day, trading it down 1.11%. But nothing, there's no crash, obviously. There's no crash. So at least it can warm my heart that Tesla is the biggest loser today out of the Mag 8, excuse me. All right, we got YouTuber stocks. This list is going to grow over time. Okay, you can drop suggestions. Biggest loser today is Rocket Lab, but still not a collapse, still doing pretty well. Overall, down 7.25%. Dave, here's the chart of Dave. Collapsed during the clown market, bottomed out, and very low for a while, and then massively rallied starting in roughly the third quarter of 2024. And then ever since about mid-year 2025, it's been trading sideways. And it's going through a little bit of a dip now, but it's not a collapse yet, obviously. Down 4.77%. PayPal. I have 4 shares of PayPal. Yes, I do. I'm getting cooked. I'm getting absolutely cooked on PayPal. Okay, I should just sell right now. It went down, so it's bad. Actually, this is like, okay, the all-time low, at least in the last couple of years of PayPal, was at $50.27. We're only $5 away from PayPal's bottom. Uh-oh. Hood selling off 3%, nothing crazy. SoFi down 2.5%. Let's see. Grab is one of the 3 of our YouTuber stocks that is actually up today. Okay. I think wasn't Amit Spin shilling this? If he's shilling something, I'm usually suspicious. Okay. But Grab is up 3%. So I guess if you bought it today, you're just an absolute genius. I'm sure Gil bought it at exactly the bottom today. And then we got High Tide. Isn't this a Jack Jackson company? Up 1%. And Ionic. Didn't Ionic start off in the red this morning? But it's actually recovered. It's up 0.75% today. All right, let's see. Are there any member-only comments? Anything I should address right now? Nothing crazy. All right, yeah, we'll get to member-only comments in a little bit. Let's get through all the topics. Let's get through all the different sectors. So TLT is sold off. TLT is long-term bonds, down 1.24%. That implies that Treasury yields have gone up a little bit. Not catastrophic like they were, about a year ago? Or no, during Liberation Day when all the yields were going freaking crazy. We're not at that level yet. TLT bottomed in late 2023 at 75.80. And it's trading at 86.72 now. So it's got a long way to go before it reaches all-time lows, or at least lows in the last couple of years. BND down 0.36% today. I thought our allies were going to dump all of our treasuries, but actually they've been buying a lot of our treasuries. But I heard they were going to dump all of our treasuries. I guess that's not happening. Okay. BND is trading at 73.94, down 0.35%. Coffee. And of course, SGov, my belly rub, is flat on the day, as it should be. It only drops when they have a dividend declared. All right, commodities. Shockingly, gold and silver are up. Oil trading roughly flat. Oil's been basically chopping sideways ever since 2022. I mean, it seems to be range bound between low 80s and mid 60s. That seems to be the range that oil's been trading in. So not a lot of movement. It's up a little bit, 0.36% today, but nothing crazy. Gold continues to run. I don't know when this stops. Looks like we're at all-time highs for gold today. All-time highs. GLD's trading at 436.73. All-time highs. And silver. Also all-time highs. The SLV ETF is trading at 85.16. When does it end? I don't know. Short it, bro. It's easy. All right, we got our sector map. The only green sector is Vanguard Consumer Staples. Consumer Staples are up 0.16%. The worst performing sector today is obviously the Vanguard Information Technology, large tech, basically. And let's see, healthcare. How's healthcare done? It's done okay. It's done okay, at least on a total return basis. It's only down 0.19% today. And then, of course, we got Gil, our hero, okay? He never misses. Well, I guess he is making money off his Dave short if he's shorting Dave. I'll give him that. Dave's down 4.34%. ZSL is down 10.5%. That's his 2x leverage silver short. And then UNH is up 2%. Okay, so we got some positivity here. Now, we do have some yields here, so we're going to look at treasury yields. So we'll start at the 1 year. So, or actually, we'll do the 3-month. So we can see that 3-month treasury yields have been dropping pretty precipitously because the Federal Reserve is cutting rates. I actually miss the good old days when treasury yields were at 5.5%. How much money would I be making a month if treasury yields were at 5.5%? So I got 92,000 in short-term treasuries times 0.055 divided by 12. I would have been getting $421 a month in interest on my treasuries had the 3-month, the short term, the short end of the yield curve been at 5.5%. But unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of treasuries back then, and the stock market did do better. It'd be nice if we could just get those treasuries back up, get those yields back up. $421 a month. That would have been pretty nice. Okay. Now, with treasury yields, short-term treasury yield, where are they trading at now? 3.6%. So now, if we assume it's how much it's going to pay out for the month, I'm only getting 0.03637 divided by 12. I'm only getting $278 a month. Still pretty solid, right? But it's not 400 something. So obviously returns for money markets and liquid investments are dropping, but you don't buy them for the interest, bro. You buy them for the safety. It's nice to have the interest, right? But you buy them for liquidity and safety. All right. 6-month is down a little bit. Let's see. The 3-year down is basically flat. So the 5-year treasury yield, we can see that it's starting to spike up a little bit. Okay. On the 14th, it was 3.7%. Now it's at 3.851. Okay. So that means it's getting sold off a little bit. When bond prices go down, yields go up. 7-year, the yield is up. It's yielding 4%. 10-year is now yielding 4.287%. The 30-year is at 4.9%, and the 20-year is at 4.86%. So I know you guys are hoping for cheap mortgages, okay? But it sounds like it sounds like you're not going to get a cheap mortgage for a long time, because apparently mortgage rates are dependent on the 10-year. Logically, I would think it would be the 30-year, right? But I'm crazy, I guess. So until this starts to drop, you're not seeing mortgage rates come down. Just a fact, okay? And we can see it had a little bit of a spike today because I guess maybe some people are dumping debt, but it's not catastrophic levels. So if you see a headline, oh my God, treasury yields skyrocketing, it actually topped out at, looks like 4.78%. I thought it went higher than that. I thought it did. Yeah, it topped out at 4.78% in the first month of 2025. The 30-year The all-time high yield, at least for the last couple of years, was 5.085%. We're getting close, actually. I mean, we still got some wiggle room, but we're not at catastrophic annihilation levels, okay? I don't think people are dumping all of our debt, at least not yet. All right, what else do we have on here? I think that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and do some member-only comments, and then we can go back if you guys have any special requests. All right. Well, we're busy today. I can tell that it's a little bit more busy during market close and market open, which makes sense because apparently most YouTube traffic is in the afternoon and early evening. At least that's what my analytics say. Welcome to Taco Land. There hasn't been a taco yet. Oh, I did want to check out us. We're going to search Greenland a little bit more on X. We're going to see the latest news on Greenland. Okay. So funny enough, wouldn't you know? I typed in Greenland, right? And I noticed this. DFG. We swear to defend Greenland. DFG fund will spare no effort to defend Greenland's sovereignty. And it has 10,000 followers. So let's check this out. Okay, what is this? D. Why do they have capital D and then a capital F? Oh, I don't know. We swear to defend Greenland's. Is this a crypto token? What is this? Trump's move to annex Greenland isn't going unnoticed. This is posted February 26, 2025. Join the fight with DFG, the meme coin that stands for the protection of Greenland. Is anybody falling for this? The answer is yes. People are that freaking stupid. Anyway, with the iconic Arctic bear as our symbol, we're here to rally and defend what's ours. Don't miss out on this unique movement. Any geopolitical event, any crazy thing that happens, people instantly launch a freaking meme coin, okay? And of course, a bunch of idiots try to make money off of it. But somehow it's got 10,000 followers and it's posted 3 times? It's posted twice? I wonder if they bought followers. I don't know. Well, I'll check it out, bro. All right, let's see. What is this? What are we advertising on X? Greenland trolling the U.S. Hold on. Do we have our volume on? Okay, we have volume on. Let's see how we're getting trolled, bro. Oh, can't have music there. Probably just got demonetized. Well, we can do it without sound. Okay, we have them bringing American culture to Green. Oh, you know who they're pretending to be here? We have a problem with substances in America, especially in like leftist cities. And I guess you have zombies like that all around leftist cities. I wouldn't know. I don't live in a leftist city, but apparently you have people just walking around with their brains fried on substances, looking like zombies. And who wants to live in Greenland, dude? Would you live in Greenland? Look at that weather. No, thank you. All right, we saw that one earlier. Macron wants to defend Greenland's borders after 10 years of letting anyone into France. We got some diversity here. Okay. Oh, okay. That's traditional French culture right there. It's beautiful. Trump disguises himself as Muslim migrant so Europe will let him invade Greenland. I mean, it's a joke, but it's also kind of not. Okay, we got Nick Shirley. We already saw that one. Apparently, there's like 4 Eskimos. I don't know what you freaking call them in Greenland, but they're, oh, yeah, we do not like the Danish. We like America. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's migrate 60,000 Americans to Greenland. Demand asylum and full benefits to be paid by Denmark. Demand full voting rights. vote to leave Denmark and join the USA. That is the logic of democracy. Hey, anybody can be a citizen, bruh. Yeah, come on in, vote, and do whatever you want. It could work. All right. Let's see. Trump exposed the green. I think we already saw this one. We saw the letter to Norway. Trump on his first state-sponsored visit after acquiring Greenland. It's not even that green. So funny enough, I don't know if this is true. But apparently when the Vikings first found Greenland, they wanted to convince people to move there. So apparently what they said was, hey, even though it's an icy crap hole, we'll call it Greenland to convince people and to deceive people into thinking it's a very green, lush, beautiful paradise. And then, of course, when people got there, they discovered that it's actually a frozen crap hole. But apparently, I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard that's supposedly why they named it Greenland. All right. Who is this woman? Who is this news network? They just pop out of freaking nowhere. The Germans retreating from Greenland 2026 colorized. See, we're the empire, okay? We've got our AT-AT, and then we've got the Germans fleeing in the snow as we blast them with lasers. Not a good look, America. We're the empire. We're the evil empire. Oh, Donald Trump. Okay, this was January 7th, 2025. Okay, Alexander Dugin. UK has deployed 1 soldier to Greenland. Norway sends 2. Oh, terrifying. Breaking. 75% of Americans oppose taking Greenland. Okay, this guy, Jackson Hinkle, he's very special. He's a very special man. Basically, he always stands with any country that is not the United States. He stands with North Korea. He stands with China. He stands with Iran. He's always standing with any country that's not the United States of America. I don't think he's impartial and unbiased. I think he just, whatever America wants to do, he always opposes it. That's the vibe I get from this freaking weirdo right here. Of course, he has 3.6 million followers. All right. I like this guy, Labrador Skeptic. Let's check this out. This is one of the key graphics for understanding what is happening with Greenland and what's next. As the great game among the great powers returns, the Arctic resources are the prize. Greenland is held by a very weak power, but so are the Svalbard Islands of Norway. Okay, so we got a map of the north of the tip of the globe, the North Pole. And we can see we got Greenland here, we got Iceland here, we got Northern Europe here, and then we got Russia. And I suspect if Russia was going to launch ICBMs, they would go over the North Pole, right? They would launch up into the space and fall down that way. That's the fastest way to get to the continental United States. So if you want to have a golden dome, then yeah, you kind of want to have Greenland there. You can see how Greenland's kind of in between Russia. You got Alaska, Canada, Greenland. See the line? I see the wall there. And then, of course, you have Iceland, and then you have Northern Europe. And Russian fleets, if they want to access the Atlantic Ocean, if they're leaving their northern ports, they have to sail by Iceland or Greenland. Or maybe, I don't know if they could get around the North Pole here, or the ice, but maybe come in through Canada, all these islands here. But you can see that there actually is a defensive line if you were having a great power game with Russia. I'm reading Red Storm Rising. I know this, okay? Trump is trying to take Greenland off the board so that neither Russia or China will have a shot at it. I mean, realistically, they're never going to take it. But if that's done, then the Svalbard Islands become the next obvious prize. They are simply too valuable for little Norway to hold, as much of the Norwegians may not like that. Oh, yeah, we're going to pay Norway $1 trillion for it. We're not giving that to you. That's our land. China will want it very badly, but it's a long way from China. I think Russia is more the threat in the polar regions. Russia is the most obvious player to take the peace without the U.S. How could Europe stop it? As for the U.S., it's out of our hemisphere, but not that far away from Greenland. Depending on how Greenland goes, don't be surprised if there is a U.S. offer for Svalbard at some point. China desperately wants in on the Arctic game, but it would be difficult without some land nearby. Yeah, it's Russia and the United States. If all the other pieces are taken, then the only access for China would be to strike a deal with Canada? China and Canada just deepen their relationship, and the game board is in motion. The Monroe Doctrine could be a spoiler. Now, honestly, I don't look down on Canada for trying to sign deals with China. I mean, the U.S. has been aggressive towards Canada. They have been, being perfectly honest. So, yeah, if you have this hostile power to your south, you might try to seek allies elsewhere. I'm totally not surprised that Canada and China are trying to get more buddy-buddy with each other. All right, so that's that. All right, I think I saw a super chat come in. Let me check this out real quick. Thoughts on Robinhood social product releasing? Robinhood social? What is this? Robinhood social. Explore. Okay, we got to check. What is this? What is this? Oh, I already suspect what this is going to be used for. It's going to be used to spread scams. Robinhood social. Community is capital. Yeah, well, in modern investing, community is more clowns to exploit for personal profit. All of my fans are community. Yes, we all work together, and they give me money, and I give them piss-poor financial advice. Follow your favorite traders. Oh, my God. Show off your recent gains, which are totally going to be doctored. Discuss strategies. You think buy and hold VT would be popular on here? And make market moves in real time. So apparently we have some feminine creature standing outside in a futuristic city. Looks like a total hellscape. And then we have these people holding up, I don't know, is that their iPhones? Flash or lighters, maybe? This will be, if you sign up for Robinhood Social, this will be you, bro. 20 years from now, in our cyberpunk future, this is going to be you in your very odd futuristic dress, standing in front of people holding up iPhones and shining lights at you. Who wouldn't want to do this? Follow insiders, politicians, and more. See the moves made by Robinhood traders, politicians, industry insiders, influencers, and hedge funds. I mean, what do the traders get out of it? Is it just clout, or are they getting money somehow? See real trades unfold in real time. Live performance tracking gives you insight into people's trades. See where people enter and exit positions right when they make their move. Okay, here's the funny thing here. All right. If they actually provide full disclosure, this might actually be a good thing. Because some influencers, I have a suspicion, are doctoring their results, only showing you their wins and hiding their losses. So if Robinhood Social requires you to show all your wins and your losses and your trades, and they show you your total returns over time, this might actually be a good thing. So, it'll be funny. A lot of these expert traders won't use this. You want to know why? Because they have to be accountable. They have to be accountable. If you're trading and you suck, but you have some wins and you're only showing your wins to your audience on YouTube, you can't hide the losses on this, I would imagine, right? At least I hope not. So this might actually be a good thing. And you'll be funny. A lot of your stock guru traders will not use this unless they can doctor the results. Track, talk, trade all in one place. Yeah, just what you need to do. Just follow some freaking random idiot. Follow who you want, share what you want, trade what you want without switching apps. Who else does? There was another platform that did this. I'm trying to remember what it was, but basically there was like another website that did this, and you had all these clowns on there back in 2021, 2022, and there were idiots following these people, And then a lot of them got absolutely annihilated and they just deleted their accounts. Right. And then, of course, they go into hiding for a year or two. So everybody forgets. And then they start their grift somewhere else. Discuss and trade different asset classes. Oh, just what you need. Futures, options, crypto, and prediction markets. Just what you need. What other garbage are they going to add to this? Verified trades, verified trade. If the trades are verified, I actually support this. And if you take note and you see one of your favorite gurus isn't using this, that's even more of an indication that they're a fraud. If you are a legitimately good trader, you would want to do this because it shows your actual, your audited skills. So we'll see what happens. I'm not using this freaking nonsense. I should sign up for this and just buy VT. Wouldn't that be funny? I might look into this and just buy VT and see what happens. Every user in their trades are verified. Hopefully that's true. This is your place to swap strategies, swap other fluids, discuss different market moves, and trade with clarity. Invites coming soon. Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, I need to look into this more because I wonder what they mean by verified. I would not be surprised if Robinhood colluded with scammers to hide certain trades or something like that, or only show their wins. I don't know. I don't know if this is even going to be legit or not. I err on the side of caution, but all right, let's see the market. Okay. Yep. It's already closed. So let's see. Yeah, not much movement after hours. Pretty tame, pretty calm. Crypto. Yeah, market's closed. All right, roughly a 2% down day. I mean, not a crazy collapse. What do you guys think? Did the market collapse today, bro? You guys terrified for your portfolios? All right, we'll do member-only comments, and then we're going to close this out. Let's see. 850 points down 5K right now across all portfolios. I can't even track how much I'm down, dude. I would have to open up like 5 different brokerage accounts. It's just such a pain. I wish I had my accounts consolidated, and maybe I'll do it at some point, but not right now. It's over. Keeping a calm head is required to be a successful investor. That's true, Alan. That is true. Massive crash happening right now. 2%. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Could you imagine a 20%? Like a month where stocks sold off 20%? Could you imagine the wails of terror? Just sold 5K at VUXXX and bought 5K in VU. Hadn't had any reason to buy VU for a bit. Not mad at a day at all. I mean, that's not a big dip. I am not buying the dip anytime soon. I would need to see like a total real collapse before I even thought about touching my treasuries. And yes, that is market timing, but I'm probably not going to do it because I like having my treasuries. I don't have to worry about money. It's pretty nice. What's up, Pay? You're a good little pay pig, Dex. You're one of the best pay pigs there is. Best time to sell is when you're down. It's called tax loss harvesting. You know, Trump won't allow the market to get nuked, plus pile on tariff costs for Americans for long with midterms coming. These are buying opportunities this year. Oh, I can't wait to see what Trump does before the midterms. He's going to pull out every stop he can. I'm sure we're going to have more mentions of stimulus checks. I'm sure he's going to come up with new creative ways to try to pump the markets and to make people feel like inflation's going down. He's going to pull out all stops. Silver has a high chance of hitting 100. That's possible. I will add much larger into my position. Then you want to get early into these trades because you can miss it easily. Gil, you should have got in on the long until you thought it was roughly about to collapse, and then you could have sold the long and bought the short. Why don't you do that, bro? I thought you were a good trader. Dex Invictus. He's biting his fingernails. He's panicking right now. Alan, I'm calm, waiting for silver to crash. Don't know why these clowns are acting like I'm doomed. I'm only doing member-only comments, by the way. You want me to answer your comments? Join the freaking membership. You're a grifter. You're just like Jeremy. Somebody said, did I sell? Oh, yeah, I liquidated everything, bro. I panicked. I crapped my pants right after market open, and I sold. I'm literally 100% cash, bro. As well as Peter Lynch. Strongman, that geopolitics vid yesterday and reading Trump's post was gold. More of those vids, bro. You are good at them. Oh, I'm going to always, so when I do market open and market close, it's not just going to be stocks. It's going to be geopolitics. I'm not claiming I'm a geopolitical expert. I'm not. Nor am I a stock market expert. But I have some understanding of geopolitics. I am in the military, after all. I'm a veteran of war. Yeah. But my geopolitics course, bro. They want you to fail, Gil. I hate negativity. How rich? Alan Carlson says he hates negativity. Okay. This dude posts 1,000 comments. One of them's positive. The other 99 is like nitpicky chick nonsense. I'm down 15% as of now. I expect much worse. LOL. Alan hates negativity. The irony is hilarious. You and Gil are solid trolls. Never stop doing what you do. Great balance from the comment section. They are pretty good trolls. Shiba Inu coin still around. Oh, hold on. I got to add that to the Crapto list. Shiba Inu. There was this Italian guy I used to watch. He'd always say, Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. Let's see. Yeah, Shiba Inu it's still around, but it never recovered from the clown market. Never recovered. I'm only down 2%, but I'm not a gambling degenerate. That's roughly what I'm down today, probably. Maybe a little bit less because I have treasuries. Netflix offered all cash deal for Warner Bros. Without increasing the offer bid. Just said all cash. Ooh, the war is heating up. You should replace SGov with week. It's the exact same thing, only it pays weekly. Who offers week? Week ETF. Roundhill weekly T-bill. I mean, it's tomato. It's all the same thing. SGov's a pretty popular one. I think more people recognize SGov than week. But it's all the same thing. I mean, Vanguard has V-bill, right? You just got to pick one. Carvana keeps going up too. Shocker. I forgive you, brother. Thanks, Gil. All right. Let's see. So Strongman will clown and meet for grifting Grab, but won't call out Cashflow Kings. I bought Grab listening to Cashflow Kings, and I'm down so much for it. I can never criticize Cashflow Kings, okay? We have a business relationship with each other. I'm just going to fluff them endlessly. I mean, the thing with their channel, at least they're honest, okay? I don't like deception. That's the key. If you're a deceiver, I don't like you. If you're honest and you buy stocks and let's say you have a bad time with it, as long as you're honest about it, I don't see the problem with that. I wouldn't recommend you buy individual stocks with a big part of your portfolio. But if you're just buying stocks and you lose and you're honest about it, I don't see the problem. But if you're like, oh, I didn't actually lose. No, I actually bought a call or bought a put right before it collapsed. Yeah, huh. That's when it becomes a problem. Let's see. All right, Gil. A lot of Gil comments here. But then again, I've been calling S&P 7,000 since October, and it hasn't happened yet. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I hope we have a crazy rally into the end of next year because I can sell more treasuries. Or sorry, more stocks and plus up my treasuries if I need to. And now we're at 6-7 again. The famous 6-7. I don't even know what that means. Again, following the pullback. We could easily get there. I wouldn't be surprised. Danish pension funds start selling U.S. treasuries. It's not going to make a difference, dude. It's just not. Go look at the treasury data. Most of the buyers that are increasing their holdings are Europeans. China's been trimming. Europeans have been adding. You can see that on the treasury website. Got to look at the data, bro. Once you know something is ridiculously unsustainable, if you have big cojones like me, miners. You're insane, dude. Don't forget to add the date and the video title. I don't know about the title. Maybe the thumbnail, but I don't know about the title. I mean, most of these videos are going to be buried anyway. What's up, Strongman? How's it going, Fabian? Hope you're doing well. I do agree that silver's very high, but who knows? Market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. Exactly. Yes, there is a short report on Dave coming out. It's despicable that Cash Flow Kings and Andrew Marshall are doing. Is there a short report for Dave? Dave stock short report. I think there was that came. There was one that came out a while ago. Let me ask AI mode, see if it knows. Okay, well, it says it's a short interest of 11% as of December 31st, 2025. Let's see. Did anybody publish a short report for Dave's stock? I guess I didn't ask Google AI the appropriate question. Yes, the research firm Bleecker Street Research published a critical short report in July of 2024. Suggested 100% downside. I don't see any. What are you talking? There's another one coming out from who? I mean, maybe AI missed it, but the market will gap down 1,000, just total. It's just going to go. Everybody's going to owe debt. Okay. The market's going to crash so much. We're all going to be in massive debt because we're negative 1,000%. It's like Trump math right there. I have not. I have no need to download the Dave app. Ryu, Pay Pigs. What's up, Wesley? How's it going? What's a better investment? 5, a month in VT or buying your membership? Ooh, I don't know about that. Well, it's like asking what's a better investment? Buying Netflix subscription for a month or buying VT? What's a better investment? Buying a Chipotle burrito one time or buying VT? I mean, it's just a choice you have to make. Yes, if you buy VT for $5, yeah, hopefully it goes up a lot, okay? But if you buy the membership, you get to have me read your comments, and you get joy out of that, I guess. So it's a personal choice, okay? You can't save everything. You got to have some joy in your life, and there's no greater joy than Strongman Personal Finance. Dave's down 4%, ZSL down 11%. Feels good to hit first kill. I did the calc on how much Denmark would get per capita if the U.S. bought Greenland. They would get 116K per capita, the equivalent for the U.S. selling land for $40 trillion. Dude, I think it's a good deal. They could wipe out their national debt if they wanted to. And the sales price, the offer price, is more than the GDP. So for a piece of land you're barely using, yeah, okay, yeah, you want to pay me $700 billion for that? Deal, I'll take it, bro. But bro, okay. I've been on the ground. Oh, he's doing Lafufu research. No recession coming. I'm seeing poor people spending more money. No recession. Shout out to Louis Ranieri for creating the mortgage-backed security. Yeah, that went well back in 2008, didn't it? What ground research? Any news on Chris Sang being the Greenland new prime minister? You know, I should do a video where I ask AI to imagine a scenario where the YouTuber Chris Sang becomes prime minister of Denmark and what he would do. I think that would be pretty funny. Could be tax refunds. It's not, because we can't even file individuals until the 26th. Unless the IRS changed that. Let me see. When does tax season 2026 open. When can I start filing? You can file corporate returns. Yep, tax season opens Monday, January 26, 2026, when the IRS begins accepting 2025 federal tax returns. So it's not open for individuals, at least. I think corporations open at January 16th. So it's not refunds yet. That Chris saying prime minister is hilarious. I see zombies like that in my area a lot. We have, yeah, we don't really have that here, thankfully. I live in actual civilization and can say I've never come across these zombies ever. They're not here. Or if they are, they're in like downtown Norfolk or something. I live in Helsinki, so Greenland is not that. Oh, you're in Helsinki. Nice. So Gil's research on the ground is superior to Jeremy's research. I apologize, Gil. I did not mean to insult you. Yeah, I told my buddy I wanted to go to Portland for a trip, and he's like, you don't want to go there. He's probably right. All right. Let's see. Greenland is cold, but it's definitely not a crap hole. They have a high standard of living since Denmark runs the show. Yeah, Denmark sends them money. I think roughly 30% of their GDP is just Denmark sending them money. And yes, I've never been. No, I don't think I've been to Denmark, but I would like to go there eventually. Gil's saying he has small cojones because he's on the you-know-what is why I keep coming. There's nothing like Strongman's channel. Let's see. All right, Gil's shilling his substances. Creatine is good for cognitive health. I don't take any of that. This is setting up for Robinhood to do subscriptions where you can copy trade like eToro. Probably really good for Hood. Not sure about the people who Oh, yeah, Robinhood will do anything to make money. It doesn't matter if they're screwing their followers. The only upside I see is that if you're a grifter, you can't hide your losses. So, I'm sure Robinhood's not doing that out of the kindness of their heart. Creatine is just water weight. Just what I need, water weight. You bought the dip. Your first market close, you are 5 minutes late showing the close. Even me, Kevin, shows the close at the time. Shaking my head strong, man. A swing, a miss on day one. I mean, do we need to be watching it at exactly 4 o'clock? Do we need to be? I don't know if that's mandatory or not, but I guess we could be there at exactly 4 instead of 4:03. Forgive me. I failed. I'm deleting my channel now. I bought stocks today. I did not. Welcome back. 8 months a member. What a true American hero. Let's see. All right. Any more interesting comments? Strongman looking at daily candles is the beginning of World War III. Yeah, I'm totally making investment decisions based off daily candles, bro. Strongman getting a Jeremy rate. Are we getting rated by Jeremy? Do we have trolls in the chat here? What's going on here? The GDP of Greenland is 3.3 billion. It's 20. It's more than 200x GDP. I mean, it's a good deal. It's a good deal, but
Strongman's ignoring my comments.
you get all your comments read, clown. You're not following through on your last membership. Oh my God, you're such a chick, dude. Such a chick. LOL. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. Okay, I think that was a good stream. We went for almost an hour today. Is Netflix earnings? Are there any earnings today? I should check the earnings calendar. I should add that to something I check out every morning. See, I'm learning as we go. Netflix is reporting earnings. Wow. Okay, let's go check out Netflix real quick, and then we'll shut this baby down. This membership sucks. Yeah, I'm sure you hate it. That's why you keep coming back. All right, let's go check out Netflix here. And then this will be the end. Uh-oh. Netflix is down 3.8% after hours. It's over. All right. Well, I see that it's going down a little bit. That tells me nothing. So we are going to go check out Netflix investor relations. All right, let's see. But yes, I should look at the earnings calendar too. See, I'm learning. I'm adapting. Okay. Let's see. Letter to shareholders. Fellow shareholders, January 20th, 2026. In 2025, we met or exceeded all of our financial objectives. For the year, we delivered $45 billion of revenue, up 16% year over year, an operating margin of 29.5%. Ad revenue rose more than 2.5x to over 1.5 billion. That's pretty impressive. And they're definitely getting ad revenue off me because I have the lowest tier Netflix subscription. And I'm watching Stranger Things, right? And it's like a very important scene. Like I'm really like into Netflix. And then of course, a commercial pops up right at the worst freaking time. There was one time it was like a very emotional scene. And then a freaking cat food commercial comes up. Like, oh wow, thanks for breaking my focus. But I am cheap. Operating income rose 30% year over year. Engagement remains healthy. Okay, so they're talking about yearly metrics. In 2026, we're focused on improving our business with an increased variety and quality of series and films. Okay. Building our new initiatives like Live with events including World Baseball Classic. Expanding into more content categories like video podcasts. And interesting. And you think they'll take my podcast on there? We have the Joe Rogan podcast. We have, I don't know, what's another popular podcast? And then we have Strongman, personal finance, and scaling our cloud first game strategy. I saw the games on there. I'm not interested in their games. Okay, maybe it'll do well. Okay, we forecast 2026 revenue of between 50.7 billion to 50.1 billion, 12 to 14% year over year. Solid growth. I mean, it's a little bit lower than 2025, but that's pretty solid. With ad revenue expected to roughly double and an operating margin of 31.5%. So that's an improvement. So they're still growing revenue at a pretty healthy clip, and their operating margin is slightly improving. All right, so let's see. Q1 2026 forecast, revenue growth of 15%. Operating margin of 32%, pretty solid. Diluted earnings per share of 76 cents. It seems pretty good. Q4 results, revenue grew 18%, driven by membership growth, higher pricing, and increased ad revenue. Okay. Revenue was 1% over our guidance. Operating income was $3 billion, up 30% year over year. I mean, I'm not seeing anything crazy. Maybe the guidance just wasn't good enough. I don't know. Okay. Net income included $60 million of costs related to our recent Warner Bros. Related bridge loan and associated bridge reduction financings. Okay, with a strong Q4 results, we met or exceeded all of our 2025 financial objectives. Okay. I don't see any huge issues. I mean, there's a little bit of a deceleration in revenue growth, but still pretty solid. All right. Yeah, they really got a boost from Stranger Things. Holy crap, dude. I was watching, so I started it again from season 1 just to get caught up again. And of course, a lot of the ads were Stranger Things themed ads while I was watching Stranger Things. And it looked like it even had spoilers. There were some spoilers. I was upset. It's not happy. All right. Documentaries, new stand-up. I don't care about stand-up. Boring. Let's see. Our overall engagement growth in the second half of 2025 was partially offset by a year-over-year decline in viewing of non-branded view hours. This decrease primarily reflected a lower volume of licensed second-run content across most regions. As a result of the WGA strike. Okay, our goal is to grow engagement. New seasons of Bridgerton, One Piece, The Night Agents. I don't watch any of these. Avatar, Outer Banks, Berlin S2, Three Body Problem. Oh, I watched that one. Virgin River. Is that where Alan Carlson lives? Oh, man. Okay. I mean, everything seems pretty positive. I don't know why the stock's selling off, to be perfectly honest. Product plus innovation. I did notice they changed the format of Netflix, okay? I'm so bullish because of that. Competition. Net cash generated from operating activities was $2.1 billion versus $1.5 in the prior year period. Free cash flow totaled $1.9 billion versus $1.4. They produced a total of $10.1 billion of net cash from operations and $9 billion of free cash flow, $9.5 billion. Oh, everything seems to be going pretty well. They bought back shares. They spent about $2.1 billion buying back shares. They have $8 billion left of their existing share repurchase authorization. They ended the quarter with gross debt of $14.5 billion and cash equivalents of $9 billion. Okay, I doubt their debt's a big issue. They have pretty solid margins. All right. On December 4th, we obtained commitments of $49 billion senior unsecured bridge facility to support our pending acquisition of Warner Bros., with the intention of replacing the bridge facility with a more permanent and cost-effective funding structure. Okay, so they're taking loans to help with their acquisition. Okay, we'll see how that drama works out. In December, we announced that we'll acquire Warner Bros. I wonder how this acquisition is going to go. I don't know much about Warner Bros. I don't know if that's going to enhance Netflix. I don't know what trademarks or patents Warner Bros. Has, but maybe they think it's a good idea. I don't know. Hopefully it works out for them. Which now provides an all-cash transaction valued at $27.75 per share. Okay. They believe that the purchase will allow them to accelerate our business strategy. First, Warner Bros. Library development and IP will allow us to provide even broader and higher quality selection of content. And second, the addition of HBO Max will allow us to offer more personalized and flexible subscription options. Okay. Netflix and Warner Bros. Are highly complementary businesses. Okay. And then they show the stock performance over time. Wonderful. All right. Regional breakdowns. UCAN. Is that United States and Canada? I guess. So the most recent quarter, year-over-year growth was 18%. EMEA, is that Europe, Middle East, and Asia? Year-over-year revenue growth of 18%. Latin America, 15% revenue growth. And APAC, is this Israel? Asia Pacific, I guess, up 17%. Okay, everything seems pretty solid here. How much interest are they spending? Okay, so for the 3 months ended December 31st, 2025, they had operating income of almost $3 billion, and they spent $234 million on interest. So a pretty small amount. And then they have some interest and other income to help cancel that out. So interest, obviously their interest expense has gone up because of this acquisition and loans, the loans they've taken to help finance that, but it's still pretty immaterial overall to their total profits. Okay. We can see they're buying back shares a little bit. The balance sheets. Okay, most of their long-term assets are content assets. Shocker. Not much property, plant, and equipment. They've grown it a little bit, but it's not a lot. And then let's see. Long-term debt hasn't really changed. Short-term debt down a little bit. That's interesting. You would have think it would have gone up, but whatever. Or maybe didn't they say they took the? When did they say they took the loans? I would have thought it would go up since they're taking all these freaking loans to help with this acquisition. Well, they have commitments, okay? They entered into an unsecured revolving credit facility. That doesn't mean they drew on it necessarily. So they're just kind of sitting on it, but they haven't used it yet. They haven't drawn on it yet, it looks like. At least as of December 31st, 2025. Okay, so I think that's pretty solid earnings. I don't know why it's selling off a little bit. I don't see a catastrophe here. Hey, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm sure they missed something that Wall Street was looking for. All right. Any other member-only comments? We'll do a couple more, and then I'm going to have dinner. I baked some chicken in the oven, and I got some leftover rice, and it's going to be so good. Ooh. But yes, I will start checking out the earnings calendar. Netflix offered all cash deal. Yep, we saw that. Netflix is crashing. It's over. I have 10% Netflix. The ads are pretty annoying, but like any other content provider, you have to pay more to get rid of ads. That's why I have YouTube Premium, because I got sick of the ads. And it's a business expense. Stop giving the Duffer Brothers money. Well, the show's over, apparently. Strongman on, but they'll probably have like spin-offs or something. Strongman on Netflix. Yeah, it's Joe Rogan and Strongman, the two podcasts on Netflix. Moblocks. So people not watching non-branded Netflix content, they want originals and branded content. I don't watch a lot on Netflix, to be perfectly honest. There's only a couple shows that I really like on there. I usually watch YouTube more, shockingly. You just started a position in Netflix. Okay. Netflix is and always has been weak. I remember the good old days when they used to mail you discs. You know, they used to do that. They used to send you discs in the mail. And then when you were done, you would mail it back to Netflix. But I'm old, so I remember that. I'm an old man. I watched Stranger Things 1 through 3, then stopped. I think it's pretty good. I'm at the end of season 4 right now. Then I'm starting the final season. Stronger Dong season 1. I'm sure I'll get a Netflix deal any day now. I'm going to buy 1 share of Warner Bros. So I can vote against Netflix acquiring Warner Bros. I'm sure you're going to make a difference, bro. All right, guys. Well, thank you. Did we get any Venmos? Nope. Anyway, thank you for your $10 super chat. Thank you for rejoining the membership. Dex, this was the market close for January 20th, 2026. Like, subscribe. Consider joining as a member to support the channel. Also consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute tax consultation with me. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You could talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes, and I'll do your taxes like a boss. Cheers.